We are going to start out tonight right with where you're at and easy seated. Giant thank you for being here tonight. I'm Ruthann. And for those of you that are at home, my laptop for some reason is not working that great, so I won't have music to share. So if you'd like to jam out at home, or you might be able to hear a little bit over this, but not like normal. So sorry about that. Start by rolling back and down through your shoulders. Take the shoulders up by the ears and then just let them drop down. Inhale, shoulders up by the ears. Exhale and drop down. One more time. Start to add your arms as you inhale, looking up. Open up your jaw, breathe out. Clear all out. And we'll move with this flow. Press your palms together. Inhale, the ribs expand, diaphragm expands, and on the exhale, the belly draws in and the air comes up and then out. One more time, reach it up and hands into the heart on the exhale. Walk your fingertips forward, rock your hips side to side, big reach, soften through the lower back, through your shoulders, your neck. Walk your hands over to the right. And then back to center and other side. And bring that back. Tuck your chin into the chest, roll it up. Okay. Reaching up, hands back in the heart on the exhale. Trade out your feet. Roll back and down through those shoulders. Start to move from side to side. Got to be smarter than the thing that holds the thing up. Maybe it's supposed to go like this. I'm out of my routine. There we go. Oh, there's lots of kids on here. Nice. And meet back to center. Draw the hands into the heart on the exhale. One more time. Walk your fingertips forward. Big reach. Reaching over to the right. Back to center. Other side. And back to center. Tuck your chin in towards your chest, slowly roll up, reaching that up. Draw the hands into the heart as you exhale. Interlace your fingertips, press straight up, roll those shoulder blades back and down. Start to take a twist as you look behind you. Come back to center on the inhale, shoulders down, exhale, and then we twist. So we'll just move with this. That looks good. Release those shoulders as you add that twist. Yeah. Can you guys hear on? Oh yeah, there's music over here. Okay, cool. Do you want me to turn the heater up? Is that what you said? I know he didn't. And now let's bring that back. Shake your legs out in front of you. Kind of point, flex your feet, lift with the chest, bend in the knees. Draw the belly towards your thighs as you exhale. Not forcing, just kind of point, flex, tick-tock a little bit. Tuck chin towards the chest. As you ragdoll, roll that up. Sit tall, hands to heart. Exhale. Glide in with your right foot. Give yourself a really great hug. Shoulders down. Keep that left leg strong. Look behind you. And in front of you. And now behind you. Face back to the front. Allow the knee just to open. Bring it back up. Let it open. One more. Lift. Hinge, drawing the belly towards the thigh. Release the shoulders. Ragdoll, roll up. Reach it up. And bring that back in. Exhale. Shake those legs out in front of you. Kind of press into your IT band. Spread your toes wide. And now our other foot comes in, flexing that, spread the toes wide. Hug. Hollow out as you twist, meaning empty out all that breath as you exhale. Gaze in front of you, chin towards your front shoulder, now behind you. Wave back to the front, allow the knee to open, and then bring it back up. You can always use your props if you'd like here, maybe adding blocks. Inhale here, exhale, draw the belly towards the thigh. And slowly work your way up. Sweep up. Draw it in on the exhale. Just a quick reminder that as we move through things tonight, our hands are about right out in front of us, about shoulder width apart. And then on the exhale, our thumbs come right beside the ribs and we roll back and down through their shoulders. So that's just kind of our entire line is here. We don't get to really be much wider because if you took it like this and did a handstand with it, you might probably land on your head. So just right there. Let's come through onto all fours. You said you want to do a handstand tonight? You would not. I'd help you. Tilt the tailbone, gaze up, inhale, exhale, round. Tilt, looking up, breath is in, exhale, round. Nice job. Squeeze the mat with your fingertips. Make the connection to earth. Close your eyes and just feel the inhale, that deepest breath, and then really empty that out as you exhale. Hi, Jackie, good to see you. Trish. Let's move into neutral spine. Reach your right hand out with your left heel. So reach right arm out, left heel. We are going opposite, like you're going to shake my hand. Point your back toes towards the floor. Yes. Lift up through your stomach a little bit, shoulders back. On the exhale, bring it down, and now trade it to the other side. Big reach. And then trade it as you exhale. That's it. Nice job. I get so excited when it was cold enough out that I could wear my dinosaur shirt today. T-Rex shirt. Let's do this a couple more times. Reach, reach, reach. We don't want to have T-Rex arms tonight. We want to have really long arms. Is it really? 82 here tomorrow. And I'm going to Minneapolis. Ah, and it's snowy. Wow. They should, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law need to come here. Let's open up our knees. Come back to your very first child's posture tonight. Into Balasana. Sink back through your hips. Exhale. You can either choose maybe to stack your forearms with your forehead on your forearms, massaging right here. Turn your head one way or the other, just noticing. If you've been looking one way, let's look the other way. Stack your forearms, right hand to left elbow, left to right, and massage through your forehead here. It's like imagine just shutting your workday off, whatever else you've got going on. Do your best for this next hour to put that stuff to the side. Really be here for yourself. And that's hard, to come back to the breath. Just remind yourself, come back to the breath. Press our palms out in front of us. Tilt the tailbone. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, curl your toes, send your tailbone up to downward dog. Pedal through our feet. So walk your dog. March your feet out. Turn your head to no. Look at your hands about a yoga block apart. And your middle finger, most of the time, is running parallel to the outside of your mat. Sometimes that doesn't always work because if you've got an injury or something. Walk your feet to hands, forward fold. Bend the knees. Reset that sacrum a little bit. Hands to shins at a half lift. Look up. And now soften through the back of the neck. Turn our head to no. Shake out your head. Knees bend, roll up. And draw the hands into the heart. Exhale. Nice job. Roll back through those shoulders. Let's go from heel to toe, toe to heel. So span out your toes. Get some room in between those suckers. Release. Shake out the shoulders. We'll move through our very first sun salutation. If you'd like to have blocks, awesome. If you don't have any blocks, that's fine too. Let's reset at the top of the mat into our Tadasana, mountain. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge to forward fold. Hands to shins, at a half lift, look up. Exhale, soften the back of the neck. Step back to plank. Everybody's plank, just like our bodies, are going to look different. Maybe we're in full body or maybe you're on the knees, but we just want to be in this really awesome long line and expand through your back. Because if you're filling up that back, your belly's going to be drawing in really strong there. Shift a little bit tiny forward. Chaturanga is when we hug the elbows in, float. Now belly, chest, third eye. So now when we come down, our hands should be somewhere kind of right with where a bra line would be. Inhale, lift with the chest, wake up the top of those thighs. Exhale, come down. Let's just do this 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, melt. One more. Walk those hands right back beside you. Roll those shoulder blades back and down. Curl the toes. Inhale here. Exhale, press to plank. Downward dog. So where your hands were when you went to press back up into downward dog is really probably where your hands should be. Maybe it's a little bit wider than a yoga block, and that's okay, as long as that feels all right. Step your feet to hands, forward fold. Hands to shins at a half lift. Soften through the back of the neck. Exhale. Bend your knees, ragdoll, roll up. And draw the hands back into the heart. Exhale. We'll come through the same sun salutation just a few more times. Get a little warmer. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge to forward fold. Hands to shins at a half lift. Long, long spine there. Exhale, relax your neck and look in between your legs. Shake out your neck. Step back to plank. Left foot, right foot. Just reminding you though, as teachers, I don't always cue it. So just kind of think about not favoring one side on that. Just make sure that you're kind of alternating when we step back. Now, if our hands right here were on top of 2 jars and imagining you're trying to turn those jars outward. So our elbows go back towards our thighs. Send our shoulders a little bit forward, freeze in that chaturanga, hug in. And now belly, chest, third eye. This time, energize the strong legs. Walk our hands out almost like a push-up would be. Lift chest, inhale, melt down, forehead to mat, exhale. Couple more. Walk your hands right back in. Inhale, breath. Meet back, downward dog. Walk that dog out. Walk feet to hands, forward fold. Reset your hips here. Hands to shins, half lift, look up. And now drape over your legs as you exhale. Bend your knees, sit back into a chair, reach your arms to the outside, and now stand. Hands to heart, exhale. Great job. We'll move through that just one more time just to get a little warmer. It's just getting used to that pattern. So we're all good? Okay. Everybody here is like, especially Mike, he's like, woo, got it. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge to forward fold. Hands to shins, half lift. Relax your neck, give yourself an awesome hug. Feet step back to plank. Try not to let your chest sink here. You want to push into the mat just as hard as you can because it's going to expand through your back, which is going to draw the belly in, whether you're on your knees or full body. Hug the elbows back, melt to the mat, exhale, forehead to the mat. 3 waves, just open the chest, melt down, exhale. 2 more. Top of your thighs are super active. Think about if you were kind of hugging a yoga block in between the inner thighs. Bring the hands back in, roll back through the shoulders, press to plank, downward dog. Feet to hands when you're ready. Hands to shins, half lift. Fold over the legs. Bend the knees, dip the hips, super arms to the outside, and we stand and bring the hands now back into the heart. Nice job. Feet hip distance. Let's move our hips to the 4 corners of the room. And lift our toes. Adjust your pants if they're falling down. Let's trade it. Good. Now, that was like a sun salutation A. Sometimes you'll hear sun salutation A is just when we were standing, that half lift, and you come back up to standing. We don't even step back. But this time, we're going to transition it to B. So we'll add, let's add a warrior 1 into that, Virabhadrasana 1. So let's reset. So it'll be a sun salutation with warrior 1 added in. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back to chair. And it's your chair, wherever you'd like the hands to be. They can be up or genie arms or reaching. Stand tall, bend your knees. This time swan dive, hinge to forward fold. Hands to shins, add a half lift. Exhale, release your shoulders, release your neck. Step your right foot back, about half the mat. Don't get crazy here. Press through the right heel, walk your hands to the thigh, and come up to warrior 1. So with warrior 1, our shoulders and everything are forward. Jules, I think you're in warrior 2. Yeah, you're in warrior 2. So warrior 1 is shoulders stacked right above the hips, like hands, like superhero-ish. Yes. And if we get our feet on a balance beam here, kind of widen your stance a little bit. Now let's just add calf raises on the back foot. Yeah, nice. Because what happens during the day is we usually get snug right there in that hip flexor. If we can create a little bit more space here, that's going to help us with our core and then the small of our back. Got it. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Hug the center back as you exhale, pressing through that back heel. Just a couple more. Back ball calf raise. Exhale down. 1 more. Knee, open that chest. Lift that heart. Bend the front knee a little bit more. On the exhale, hands come to the earth. Step back to plank. Knees if you want. Chaturanga, Dandasana, melt all the way down. Taking 3 waves here, wherever you'd like your hands to be. Downward dog. Shift your tailbone up and back, really light in your wrist. Turn our head to no. Right foot steps in between your hands. That doesn't have to be fancy. You can just step your foot through. Another option is you can come to all fours, then step your right foot through. Bring it up. So let's set it up for warrior one on our other side. So kind of have to mess with a little bit, noticing your hips. Front knee is bent. Start out with those calf raises though. So shoulders are stacked right above the hips. That looks good. And we want to see those toes on the front foot. Add our arms with that. Inhale, big reach up. Exhale, hug that center back. 2 more. 1 more time. Press through that back heel. Some days it may meet the mat, some days it may not. That's all right. Hands to earth. Plank. Chaturanga, melt all the way down to the mat as you exhale. 3 waves. Not forcing anything. Press to all fours. And now back into child's pose. So we can open the knees, draw the big toes together, or maybe mess with a little bit by drawing the knees together, changing it up a little bit. But whatever we have chosen, forehead is supported here. Find your way back to all fours. Knees underneath the hips. Right hand comes out in front of you. Sweep our left arm up and then reach the left arm under. Open it up, inhale, reach it under. 1 more time. Hips can stay high here or low, you choose. Release the shoulders, the neck, maybe gaze to ceiling. Press the palm firmly down, trade it to the other side. Reach the arm out on the in and send the arm under as you breathe out. 2 more times, open it up. And meet here. And as always, if something doesn't feel quite right for your spine or your body, choose a posture that does. Put that competition, that ego to the side. Bless you. I think that means you need to move closer to a heater. Reach your hands out in front of you. I'm funny tonight, I can already tell. Downward dog, tailbone is up. Walk the dog out. Look at your hands, sneak your feet up to your hands. Feet hip distance or further apart, hands to shins, half lift. Lengthen that spine. Drape over the top of those legs as you exhale. Bend the knees, dip the hips, arms come to the outside. We stand. Now draw the hands into the heart. Exhale. Good. So with that sun salute, we added, just circle through the hips. We added our warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1 with that. So this next time we'll add, if you guys were here, clothes are coming off, fans are going on, heaters are going off. Let's go the other way. You're missing an exciting practice. This time though, we'll work on warrior two just to feel the difference of that. With warrior one, we're here, but with warrior two, it's like we're taking that book and we're opening that sucker up. So reset, very top of your mat, shoulders back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, set back to chair. Stand, lift your toes, use your bandhas in your feet. Bend the knees, bow to earth. Hands to shins, half lift. Release your shoulders, release your neck. Turn our head to nose, shake it out. Right foot steps straight back. Press through your right heel. So first, anchor your feet. Walk your fingertips in front of you. Hands to the thighs, shoulders stack above the hips into warrior two. So good. I just got to do the cha-cha slide there. So my left knee is forward, but on the screen, I think it looks opposite. So whatever foot you have in the front, just do the other one next time. Now, they know I can't really hear them when they're talking about me. So I'm always like, I've been trying to be a better lip reader. Let's go long with the front leg and then straight down. So now feel the shoulders right above the hips and use your inner thighs. So hug like you're trying to push the heels toward each other and then down. One more time. Yes, slice our arms open to Virabhadrasana 2. Most of the time what happens in this is we reach way too far forward. So keep our shoulders stacked right above the hips. Look down at your left knee. Sometimes what'll happen is it wants to hug in. So roll that out and open. Roll the shoulder, lift your chest a little bit more than Mike. Good. Reverse triangle. So lengthen through the front leg. Hand can be to the hip or it can slide through the back leg. Looking up. Warrior two. Bend the front knee. Windmill our arms over. Come back to all fours if you'd like, or step straight back into downward dog. You choose. Your practice. We'll all meet in our plank. Knees, chaturanga, melt down on the exhale. This time, stack your forearms, bend your knees, windshield wiper your feet side to side, gaze to the right. Look the other way. Where can you soften tonight? Straightening your right leg, your left. So energize the top of the legs. Walk our elbows directly underneath your shoulders to Sphinx. Shoulder blades are back and down. So if we can think about this, as you exhale, the belly's going to draw in, and see if you can kind of draw your belly button toward your spine. So it's going to kind of lift your hips and let them float up. Just a couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, belly draws in, hips might float. One more. Thighs active, press through the top of the feet. Come all the way down. Press through your palms, meet back to downward dog. Pedal the feet. And this is going to be yogi's choice. We've got to get set up for the other side. So you can choose to step your left foot through, or you can come to all fours, then bring your left foot through, press through the right heel, walk your fingertips in front of you, and come up to warrior two on our other side. Did you guys already do this side? Yeah, but I'm doing the other side. I think you did. I did do that to you. So switch feet. Sorry, you guys. When I turn, you turn. Okay, good. Thanks for telling me that. Can I have your butts uneven here? Okay, and in warrior two, it's about really filling up the mat. Warrior one's a little bit shorter, but warrior two is pretty big. So like a surfer, fill up your board here. Add our arms with it. Shoulder blades are back and down. Check out your front knee and wiggle your toes there. Looks good. Shoulders down. Reverse, long with the front leg. Maybe looking up or look to the back toe. Front knee bends back to 2. Shoulders are down. Arms come up and over. Windmill your arms over. Step back to plank. Chaturanga, Dandasana, melt to mat. 3 baby waves. Press to all fours or downward dog, you choose. Feet to hands, forward fold. Slight bend in the knees, adjust your hips, hands to shins, at a half lift, gaze up. Fold over the top of the legs as you exhale. Ragdoll, roll up, really slow. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Reach it up. And draw it in, exhale. Nice job. You can tell when we start to add those larger muscle groups that you, even without heaters all over the place on you, you get a little warmer. So now let's move into a balancing posture. Let's come into our tree. So step 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. Does everybody at home, just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, have a little towel or a yoga strap? Okay, 1 thummy, 2 thumbs. Okay, cool. Looks good. So first let's move into our tree. So open up the knee. You choose the side. Maybe press the palms together so you feel that same energy that you're pressing and also into the hands. Roll back, open up that hip. Add your arms when you're ready. Press your palms together. Rotate that knee in front of you. Cross your foot over. Slight bend in the knees. I'm just going to turn to the side and then walk over your legs, releasing the back of the neck. Check out your head to know. As you bend the knees, reach your hands over to your left, to center. This really helps us up through that side of that leg, that IT band. You can't technically stretch it, but we can change the fascia, the netting that kind of surrounds the muscle there. Walk your hands to the other side. And to center. Hug your inner thighs as you exhale, roll up. Woo. Reach it out. And now hands in the heart. Yes, that was awesome. Shake it out, roll back through those shoulders. And now let's explore on our other side, our tree. Ruthann. I forgot you. I did. If you feel like your trunk is like, woo, out there, bring that sucker back in. Woo, out there. Exploring your breath, finding your path. We breathe. Press the palms together, really push them together. Rotate the knee in front of you, cross that foot over, bend the knees, and then walk down your legs as you exhale. The back of that neck, release, release. Turn our head to no, shake it out. And as you bend the knees, walk your hands over to your right, to center. Other side if you want. Bend the knees a little bit more, go longer with the legs, just explore. Bring this back. Inhale, seal the inner thighs together. Exhale, roll up. Reach up. And then bring that in, exhale. Great job. Shake that out. Nice work. Rotate and move through our ankles now. Let's go ahead and find, if you've got a towel, like we've got little towels here, grab one of those, or if you've got a yoga strap, that works out really great too. Let me grab one. I'm gonna shoot it out. Choo, through a gun. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, so find your towel. To do that. I just thought that was fun. Oh no, I've lost control here. I know y'all know who it is. Let's take our bottom hand, find that yoga strap or your towel. Now let's create that pulley, push, pull. And I fell forward because I didn't bend my knees. Lift your chin so we're not doing this action. Set up, good. And if her elbow wants to kind of hang out to the side, that's okay, but then start to work it back in. So your biceps by that ear, you got it. And now press up, working your bottom hand up towards the center of your back. Really use that. And then move through your left shoulder, even circle it. Get it unstuck. Press down with our bottom hand like you're working to find a zipper or something on the shirt. Bicep by your head. Send it up. Keep your bottom hand where it is. You can walk down your towel or just meet the top hand to the bottom hand. Or just keep a hold of your towel, whatever works best. Roll back through those shoulders and now stretch to each side. Lift your toes, wake up the energy in the feet, other side. Bring it back. Release. Big circle through the top arm. Got to get unstuck. Reverse it. Now other side, place your towel on your left hand or opposite. Maybe catch it with your bottom. Same thing, set your foundation, lift the chin, and begin to add that movement. So, I don't think one person has a pet in their pictures tonight. I'm usually entertained by a dog butt or something goes by. Pull that down. So use that tricep. If your elbow's out, hug that in. Now, if you've got injuries or something like that, then don't force anything. Press your top arm up. We're working on getting that bottom hand up towards your neck. Shoulder blades back. Pull that up. You can stay here or start to walk your top hand down to meet the bottom. Some days it meets, some days it just doesn't want to have a party. I don't know. Side stretch, draw it back, other side, and bring it back. Release your arm. Nice job. Big circle. Good work. Now, if you've got a towel, we're going to take our towel in front of us. If you have a yoga strap, awesome too. Just kind of keep it in the hip distance or a little further than hip distance. Bend the knee and press up. It's about the only time, if you're in downward dog, I always talk about keeping your ears between your biceps, because let's do that. I mean, sometimes it feels good underneath your armpits. Sometimes it's like, doesn't make my neck happy. But this is the reason we don't hang out in downward dog like that. Draw that back. Bend your knees. Keep your towel or strap, whatever you're using, as tight as you can. 2 big circles, whatever direction you're going. Bend the knees. You're going to draw a circle. Make it big, make it big. One more time, big circle. Lift your toes. Keep using your bandhas in your feet. Stay at the top and then just stretch towards the direction you're going. So see if you can straighten your arms. Rotate the shoulder forward, roll it back and look up. And now release it. It's a lot. That's a lot of charge, especially if we've been at the computer or we've been picking up leaves or we're just waiting for them to blow in our neighbor's yard. Roll through those shoulders. Set your foundation again, lift the toes, everything strong. 2 big circles, other side. Stay to the top, bend the knees, just really go long, long here. Maybe look up, rotate that top shoulder forward. Keep that resistance in the strap, open it up. Palms over the head, inhale here, bring that strap in and towel in front of you. Because right now, if my hands were the floor, I'm in plank. Hug the elbows in beside you. Now you're in chaturanga. Push it in front of you, plank, downward dog, or handstand. Pretty cool. Bring it back, slice it through. And now release, shake that out. Nice work. Keep your strap or towel handy. We're going to use it tonight for hamstring work. Let's grab a drink of water. This is a great series to do if about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, if you're like snack or stretch. If you have blocks tonight, or a nap, is that what you said? Or a snack while you stretch. That's a good idea too. Let's reset at the top of the mat, roll back through those shoulders. And I'm hoping that you have a little bit more ease, maybe a movement through the chest. Sweep our arms. Both shoulders sweep back. Stand really nice and tall. Inhale, look up. Exhale, slice your arms through, like reach your fingertips to the ceiling. Release the back of the neck, kind of like a bird. Bend the knees, hands to your thighs. Tilt the tailbone, look up. Inhale, exhale, round like cat. Tilt, tailbone, look up. Inhale, exhale, tuck and round. One more time. Roll all the way up. Bring those palms back to heart chest. Bend the knees, hinge to forward fold. Hands to shins at a half lift. And exhale, nice job. Step your right foot straight back. You can add a block under each hand if you want, or maybe both hands to the inside. Begin to pick up our back knee and then bring the knee down. Yeah, you got it, nice work. We want to see the toes on our left foot. If not, scooch that foot up. Back knee comes to earth, hands to your thigh. Lift this up. I want us to really open up the chest here. On the exhale, fingertips to the earth, sink back into the hip. You can point or flex your foot, spread the toes wide, bring our bodies back up. Again, you can use through your core, pressing into the leg, open chest. Inhale, feel gold arms. And then exhale, fingertips to earth, come back, feel space in the back of your leg. Let's do that one more time. Hands to earth. Let's meet back in this hamstring stretch. Point, flex your foot, lift with the chest, draw the belly towards the thigh. Rotate your foot out, walk your hands to the long side of the leg. The side that's most uncomfortable. Yeah, there you go. The other direction. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, nice. This takes you into a really fun balancing posture. Bring this back to center. Right hand earth, peel open with your left arm, reach this up. Back knee can be lifted or stay to the mat. Circle the top arm to the front in 3, 2. One more time. Reach that top arm up, lift the toes. On the exhale, hand comes down. Step back to all fours. Move into cat-cow. Glide underneath that gate. Exhale, round. Neutral spine. We can stay on all fours, or you can come to downward dog. Right foot split it, inhale, knee to nose, exhale. 2 more times, inhale, split it, knee to nose, exhale. 1 more time. Step your right foot through. Scooch that right foot forward so you see that foot. Nice job. Find your blocks if you'd like. Begin to pick up the back knee and then bring it down. Kind of notice how this side feels. Hands come to the thigh. Roll your way up. Set your foundation through Mula Bandha here and open the chest. On the exhale, fingertips find the earth. Sink back into the hip. Feel space in the hamstring. Keep the top of your thigh active, though. Maybe point flex your foot. Hands to thigh. Bring it up. Open chest. And down. One more wave. And we'll stay back in our hamstring stretch. Point flex your foot. See if we can keep our spine really long. Try not to round. Tick-tock your right foot to the side. Walk your hands to the right. Bring your blocks with you if that feels good. Yeah, that looks good. Nice job. Work our way back to the front. Point flex your foot. Hinge forward. Step back to downward dog this time. Pedal your feet. Look at your hands. Right foot steps on the outside of your right hand. You can always come to all fours and then bring your right foot through, or just step it to the outside. Here is where, if you've got a couple blocks, you might want to use them or borrow them. Shoulders are back. Let's start to move into our lizard on this side. So back knee comes up and then bring it down. And continuously to scooch that left knee back. Shoulders are back. You can stay right here, or you can bring your elbows to the top of your blocks, wherever you'd like. That's good. Hug that knee in. This is about the time of year I ask if anybody's dressing up for Halloween, but I don't know if anybody's going to this year. Did you guys? Oh yeah, we are gonna have class that morning. Oh yeah, I gotta come up with something good. Let's open the right knee out and bring it back. Oh, I know what I want to be. And I can't keep a secret at all, so I'll tell all of you. Open the right knee out. Let's keep that open. Look over your back shoulder. Hug the knee in. We worked on this last week, so bring the palms in. Toe, heel your foot across into pigeon. So you can, set on the blocks to lift the hips up, which feels like a completely different posture. Toe knee back, that left side. Roll the shoulder blades back. Look over left shoulder. And other side. Now, my daughter Mackenzie and her friends are going as Schitt's Creek, but you kind of have to have a little team to do that one. Hinge forward. Rock the hips a little bit. When my kids are little, I'm always like, wear something comfortable. No. So I'd spend, I don't know, small fortune at that time at the Disney store. And then that night after they'd been in the itchiness all day, Hunter especially, because she wanted us to run and get the candy. She didn't want to look all cute or anything. She goes, I'm just going to be a aerobics teacher again, Mom. Like, so every year she would just turn into that so she could get to the next house and get the candy and tennis shoes. Exactly. She put on a little do-rag and an old microphone and away she'd go. Press through your toe. Walk your way up, face your front, or that'll be the side of your mat actually. Just roll open your hip. So your left leg is long, right knee's to the outside. And I would roll, if you're not on carpeting or whatever, but set so, yeah, like you guys are. So if my mat was skinny, I would be sitting in the middle. Lift with your chest, walk forward. Keep your left leg that's out long, really active here and strong. Come back up again. Reach both arms up on the inhale. Exhale, feel a rotation towards the leg that's long. Breath is in again. Now belly towards your thigh. You can use your blocks, fidget. Maybe your right foot isn't where it should be. Release the neck, the shoulders. Work your way up. Both arms sweep up. Hands into heart. Stamp your arm behind you. So just big reach, bring it behind you, and then circle your top arm, lifting the hips, pressing your pelvis forward. Let's do this a couple more times. If it doesn't feel great on the knees, then just don't lift. It's fine. Just move through the shoulder. You can stay at the top of this if you'd like. Slight bend in the elbow, look up. And on the exhale, have a seat. Now here's where we're gonna go back into our pigeon. So press through the back toe to protect your hips and your back. Open your right knee back towards the front. Rotate your left hip down. Same leg. Yes, that was a good notice though. Yeah, doesn't it feel better than it did the first time? Yes. Good answer, kids. And release, relax, forward. Don't force anything though. Press through the back toe. Start to work your way up and come back to all fours. Tick tock your tail here, walk your hands out wide and kind of circle your chest. Round, tuck tail down, chest, round. Other way. And we will go into lizard on our other side. So step your left foot forward, right knee back. Add your yoga blocks on the inside if you choose. Shoulders out of those ears. Maybe elbows to the mat or wherever they kind of land. What's your kiddo going to be? Or they've changed their minds a million times? Oh, little tater tot would be so cute. I don't want to ask, but does your child have a marshmallow head? That's awesome. Hug that knee in. And now let's open that knee out in 3, then bring it back in. Open it out 2. Bring it in 1 more time. And I'll just allow some space here. Hug the knee back in. Work our way up. And now toe heel through your foot. And knee to the outside of the wrist. You can always lift those hips, kind of explore. Sit on your blocks, bolster a pillow at home. Look over your left shoulder, and look over your right. And now let's soften together forward. Good. I remember being, as a kid though, we just wore whatever we could find in the house. We never got to buy anything. It was always a hobo. And I was like, where did that always come from? Because we always had overalls around, I guess. But for someone, I don't think I've ever met a hobo. I was like, I think I was a hobo a lot. Exactly. And those cigars I didn't smoke. I think that's funny. And then remember that creepy Cinderella face mask? It was plastic and it had that yellow hair. I think every person at one time in their life was forced to see that. Oh, I bet they do. Press through your back toe, come up. You can feel that hip adjustment. You've got that internally rotated. Now, as you set back in your glute, open that hip up. Your hamstrings are snug. You can always sit up on a pillow here. But yeah, go wide on your mat. Tick tock, grounded and strong. You can give your legs a nice massage, shoulders back. Now draw the belly towards the earth. If your butt starts to come up, press back and then just kind of continue to hinge forward. Good. I know I shared with you guys last year, but we went out to Funky Town. And this one couple was Sheila Shisha, and she was on fire. And the guy who was her husband, he had a robe on and he was walking around behind her like he's putting her out. They won. I mean, they were so funny. It was so good. Bring it back up, reach this up, draw the hands into the heart, get those shoulders out of those ears, lift the arms up, feel a rotation towards the long leg, lift, and now walk over the leg. I don't think so. Funky Town. Is it open? Oh, so it's open now even. Oh my gosh. I would have thought it would have been closed for COVID. That's the only time we go though, is Halloween. It's fun. And then let's come up, reach those arms up, hands into the heart. Take your hand behind you, just kind of wherever it feels good, where you can have a slight bend in the elbow. Lift your hips, big circle, pressing pelvis forward. Just rotation through the shoulders here. Yeah, big circle. One more time. Stay at the top if you'd like. And on the exhale, slowly come back down. Press through the back toe. Rotate that hip. Start to scooch the left knee on the outside of your left wrist. And back into Pigeon on this side. Rock it out. And then ease into it. Remember, I use the word ease. Ease. 2 more breath here. Press through your back toe. Gonna lift your hips. Face back to the front. And then just shake out your legs in front of you. Tick-tock a little bit. Shoulder blades are back and down. I have a slight bend in my knees. I'm going to give myself a really good hug here. So maybe your hug is here. That's cool too. Draw the chin towards your chest and melt over the top of your legs. Tuck your chin to the chest. Unwrap your legs, sit tall. And bring that in on the exhale. Nice job. Scooch to the center of the mat if you're not there already. And if you've got a sweatshirt or socks or something that you'd like to put on, go ahead and do that now. And grab a drink. Put you guys down here so I can see you. Stay. Use your breath on the inhale. As you exhale, begin to melt back down. Hug the knees into the chest, rock side to side. And now keep your towel or your strap handy. So we're going to use that tonight behind our foot. Just keep the towel to the side. Hands upon the knees. Circle your knees outward here. Smooth out the back of the neck. Reverse your knee circles. Pressing both feet to the earth. Right foot goes straight up. You can use your towel if you'd like. You can use your yoga strap. But draw your knee towards your armpit and then press that foot straight up to the ceiling. Let's do it one more time. Knee towards your armpit, press it up. Lift your shoulders. So now this is going to seal your lower back to the mat and straighten your other leg if you choose, but let's keep that right leg just as straight as you can. And then relax your upper body and feel that space here. Lift your shoulders, inhale, slide your left foot in, and now release that right knee and place that to the earth. Place your towel on your stomach so you know where it is. Open your arms to a T. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. Transition to our other side. Lasso your left foot. Move that a little bit from side to side so it's right in the arch of the foot, not on your toes. Draw the knee towards your armpit and then push that foot straight up. One more time, knee towards armpit. Press it straight up. Lift with your shoulders, go long with your right leg. The reason I do that is if I just ask you to scooch it out, the right leg gets loosey-goosey. So keep it strong and grounded so the pelvis doesn't move. And then it feels space in the back of your left leg. And I move my foot a little bit from side to side just to explore through that band, maybe your arch of your feet, your toes. I know what you're all thinking. We have not done these forever, and I'm so happy. I'm like, yes, I know. I can read minds. It's insanely incredible. Yes, yes, galaxy of the star. Lift your shoulders, slide that foot in, And remove and place your towel to your stomach or to the side. Both knees come in. Individually circle your knees outward and then keep our knees open. Press your feet to the ceiling like you've got two platters up there and you're trying to push them up. Pointer finger, middle finger, hook around your big toe. Elbows on the inside, rock side to side. Massage that lower back. Let's find stillness. That's right with where you're at. Keep a hold of your right toe or your right side. You can hold on behind the knee or the toe. Left foot to the floor. And then from here, if it feels okay, then maybe even straighten your left leg. So you almost, it's just like half a happy baby. So right knee towards your right armpit, left leg can either go long or left knee can be bent, head to the mat. Where are you going, Jackie? Slide your foot in. Other foot comes to the floor, trade it to the other side. Peace fingers hook around your big toe, draw the knee towards your armpit, and then maybe straighten your right leg. Bend that knee, draw it towards your armpit. Both knees now come into your chest. Lift your chest, make a tiny little ball here. Massage your lower back. Releasing your feet to the mat. Open your left knee out and open your right knee out into Baddha Konasana, laying on your back. I like to lift my shoulders here because it reminds me to stay strong in my transverse abdominals by pressing my lower back into the floor. And then I release my shoulders. Please place your hands on your hip bones. So you're kind of framing out through your Mula Bandha and the energy center of your solar plexus, sacral chakras, red, yellow, orange, like lifesavers. Relax your shoulders now. Let the hands float to the outside, leveling out through the hips, pelvis. Tuck your chin towards your chest, soften. And now this evening, we can stay right here in this posture or press your feet together, draw our knees up. If there's a posture tonight that you have that we've not done that you'd like to do, maybe windshield wiper your knees, then go ahead and do that now. And let's enter into, excuse me, final relaxation into Shavasana. Start out by relaxing your feet, your toes, your legs, heavy. The small of your back. Back of your throat, your eyes, your arms. Release your fingertips, soften. While you're in Shavasana tonight, just sharing with you a little bit about Santosha, and that's contentment. And I'm not sure who said it, but happiness is an inside job. But it's a great thing to remember as a yogi. Santosha, bless you, which means contentment, is the second attitude towards the self. The Darshana Upashad, ancient text with the purpose of uplifting the spirit. Just think, up, Anashad, starts with up, also touches upon Santosha, describing it as delight in whatever fate may bring. The Upanishads are the sutras, and they are called contentment. No matter what the definition, the timeless message is clear. Happiness is a skill and a practice. And again, that's why yoga sees it as one of its self-restraints or forms of discipline. Happier people do not have easier lives with less hard work or grief, financial stuff. They're the same as the rest of us. They're simply more grateful for what they do have and choose to be conscious of their contentment more often. There's no fancy yoga posture or specific enlightened style of yoga or guru out there, a brilliant book that can manufacture or deliver your happiness. It comes from within you, and finding it is a different process for each and every one of us. Just for fun, for now, I'd like you to think of just one or two things that you could write in a gratitude journal that you're truly grateful for. They can be incredibly small, and a warm house. Someone held the door for you. And notice how they make you feel. Together, let's take one of the deepest breaths that we have possibly taken all day. Inhale through your nose. Pause at the top of this breath, and now open up your jaw. Exhale out. One more time. All in, please. Open up your jaw and all out. Exhale. One more time. And empty it out. Exhale. Slowly hug in your right knee and your left. Gently massage your lower back. And let us roll to the right into fetal posture. Hands support your head. Using your upper body, let's press up into easy seated posture. Just really slowly, with wherever and whatever that looks like for you. Sweep our arms up as you breathe in, and then draw the hands into the heart as you breathe out. Send our arms up, let the fingertips float out and down. One more time, all in, and the hands into the heart. And may the light that moves within me move within all of you with strength and gratitude. Have a spectacular evening. Sleep fantastic. Namaste.